What's going on, everyone? This is a reaction video to Biden exposed. American calls out recession lies. Is America finally waking up? Are people finally waking up to the bullcrap? Let's look at the video.
The Biden administration can pretend that we're not in a recession and we're not dealing with record high inflation rates. But guess what? The average American on the streets of this country have a very different story. So I am back again in the inner cities to figure out how Americans are faring in Joe Biden's economy. Let's go find out. Joe Biden keeps tweeting out things like this, how the gas prices are lowering, that, we're not really in a recession. How are you actually feeling under Joe Biden? Do you think he's doing a good job economically?
No, he's not doing a good job, and we are going through a recession right now.
We are, the experts want you to believe, the few experts have greater wisdom than the majority of Americans. No, you're like five people. Let's say five people, and then there's millions across every section of the United States are feeling a particular thing and saying, hey, we're in a recession right now. Hey, we're experiencing inflation right now. Hey, there's a food shortage right now. And then you expect me to believe that five experts know how everything is? No, because they're not experiencing the recession. They're not experiencing the inflation, right? They have a theory about how things are going, right? You can have all the theories you want. And like I said in previous videos, your theory is wrong if reality tells you your theory is wrong. If you observe something, you had a prediction, say, hey, when I throw the water bottle up in the air, it's going to float in the air. That's my theory. And then reality keeps showing you your theory is wrong. The bottle will keep hitting the ground. You have to accept your theory is wrong. But these experts, they just want to push their agenda. They don't want to accept reality and truth. They want to essentially play God and push their reality, their beliefs and their agenda and make it a reality and say, this will work. This will work. And then when it's crumbling, the country's crumbling to nothing and is making people's lives more miserable, they're gonna blame it on, oh, it's because of this, it's because of this. No, your theory's wrong. It's based on a false assumption. And if it's based on a false assumption, you're gonna get a bad outcome. That's just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section below.
You have to actually be out here to actually see the results of what's going on in this recession. And trust me, it is a recession because it is hard for us right now.
So what would you say to Joe Biden, who says we're not really in a recession?
You need to do your homework. Yeah. It's real bad out here.
When he says that we're not really in a recession, people who parrot those talking points sound out of touch. Like, oh, you don't see the gas prices? You don't remember the gas prices 2 years ago, 3 years ago? You don't know the economic situation we were dealing with 3 years ago compared to now? You don't think a recession is happening right now? Oh, you think we're all good? You look out of touch when you come out here and say, hey, there's no recession happening. Oh, you just fearful talk. And then you spend money like we're in a booming economy. And then when the recession gets worse, because like I said, in the beginning of a recession is the best time of the recession where everything's still held together. But as time progresses, obvious that we're not in a good financial situation. And that's when companies start firing people. That's when those unemployment numbers that he brags about saying, oh, this is proof that we are not in a recession is going to go down, because employment numbers, in my opinion, are always reactive. So to use that as their only marker of why to justify your claims that there's no recession, it's like pigeonholing. You're strawmanning arguments. And these people redefining recession is not helping their case that a recession doesn't exist or we're not going through one. It just makes us think, oh, we really are going through one. I'm starting to take this stance that whenever some prominent expert, the media is trying to push in my face saying, oh, there is no recession, I go, there is a recession. Prepare, Kenny, prepare. Don't trust these people. Because when they're wrong, you pay for it. They don't pay for it. You pay for it. And most Americans live paycheck to paycheck. People can't afford to be misled here. It's almost like they want you guys to hit financial rock bottom so they can come in as the same and say, oh, we can take care of you. Just vote us in and we'll put these policies in place and get you out of the streets, make rent affordable. But you're not realizing you're giving up control. You're giving up your freedom for that. And some people may like that. They may give up their freedom. They don't want to be responsible for their livelihood in themselves. They want the government to be responsible for them. But you give up control in that case. Trade-offs, people, trade-offs.
But like I say, the strong people surviving, and this is what you make of it. So you have to actually be out here. It's easy to say it from the comfort of where you at right now. You don't have to go through what we're going through. So it's easy to say that.
Are you happy with Joe Biden as president?
No, I'm not.
No, you
No,
think
I'm
he's
not.
doing a good job, bad job?
He sucked. He ain't doing shit.
Get Joe Biden out of office?
Get him out. Get his ass out. Get him out, coach.
Get him out, coach. Hey, you gotta love the hood, bro. Get him out, coach. You guys think Joe Biden will be impeached if the midterms become the red wave that is being predicted it will? Let me know in the comment section below. Or do you think that increase their advantage in the House? Let me know what you guys thinking. I'm curious.
We should have left Trump where he was. America was much better when Trump was in office.
Hey, look, this gives me hope. Like, you can only shelter your eyes for so long before the truth becomes the obvious to you, right? Because regardless of how you feel about the truth is the truth. You can operate on a false perception all you want, but the truth is. And this is what the reality people are understanding, that sure, you may not like Trump's character, but to me, what matters is what you're doing, not what you're saying. The people bought into the flash and not the substance. Biden was flash. Oh, I'm gonna be presidential. I'm gonna act like a proper president should be. Blah 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 blah. But I ain't gonna do nothing really that help your life. Trump. I am who I am. Whatever. I'm bombastic. I'm loud. Whatever. You may not like my personality, but I got stuff done. Which would you rather have? You have a coworker where he don't talk to you much and people think he's stuck up, but he gets the job done? Or you want the chatty brown noser employee that, he network with everybody, but he don't really do nothing? Who would you rather have in your team? And America had that choice. And we had a taste of what Trump was. All right. We like, hey, Biden say he can do better than Trump. We gave him a shot, right? We let it play out. 2 years. People are already regretting it. The most popular president in United States history. And you're also now the president with the lowest approval ratings at the time of this video. Crazy. It's almost like just because something is popular doesn't mean it's right.
Biden came in at the right time because people didn't like who was in charge. They didn't like what he was saying. But the economy was flowing. We had jobs. Pull up at the gas pump right now. And this is gas that's coming down. So where was it at? How did it get there? And while we're going through
Good questions. How did it get there? Look at Biden's policies. Look what he put into office. He cut off the Keystone Pipeline, which would have helped produce our own oil, which decreased our reliance on overseas oils, which would have brought down the price because we can produce our own oils. And other companies know that. They have to compete with that. Prices will go down. But instead, he wants to artificially force companies to operate at a loss to artificially lower gas prices through legislation. Come on, you only gonna hurt the economy. The oil company's gonna be like, yo, there's no point in investing in this industry anymore because the administration is making it non-profitable to operate. And a business can only operate off its own profits. A business have to earn its right to stay in business. A government don't. All the government do is tax, and the government don't produce anything.
going through, you're going to send, 40 to 80 billion, not million, overseas. So you're funding something else up under our nose that we don't know about.
What do you think about the Biden administration redefining the term recession?
That doesn't sound like a recession to me.
We are in a recession right now, but the entire media is saying, well, technically we're not in a recession. Historically, this is exactly what a recession would be categorized as.
No, this is the worst recession we've been in. To be honest, we've never had a recession where gas, housing, I mean, you name it. At one time, even when people's houses were going into foreclosure, those people that lost their homes could at least still go into a grocery store and buy a regular price item.
Yeah, cost of living's up, food prices are up, gas prices are up. We hit 2 negative GDP growth. When before in 2008, when we hit that same condition, it was claimed as a recession. But you want to tell us that's not a recession? We're ignoring the other facts that I mentioned about the food prices going up, inflation, and you're saying we're not in a recession. How dumb you like? To me, you sound dumb. If you're an expert coming in here with your little Yale degree and you come in here and you telling me don't trust your eyes, don't trust what you see, that is not a fire, that is water. That's what you're telling me. I'm like, yo, for years, since 1970 something, this was been categorized as a recession. And all of a sudden, for some reason in 2022, Democrats control every point in office, right? The Congress, the Senate, and the presidency. All of a sudden, we have to redefine terms now. We have to renormalize a different definition. I'm not playing these language semantics games. This is why I trust historical precedent over anything else. You have to have a good reason why historical precedent was based on a wrong assumption. That's how you know when a theory works. That's what I'm saying. Test your theories. I have a theory. We're in a recession right now. So I'm saving money, cutting spending. I'm budgeting properly. You can go ball out of control, right? And then 6 months from now, next year, in the beginning of next year, when things get progressively worse, who's going to be better off? That's who shows who's right. Because experts can't be wrong time and time and time again on the science and then expect legitimacy. It's dumb. You have to earn that back. You have to start being right. You have to start being right again. You can't just be telling us from your ivory tower, oh, I'm speaking from a position of authority, but your authority doesn't lose any legitimacy being wrong all these time. Fauci being wrong all these times because you want to appeal to an emotional, moralistic people. Oh, you guys are so much better than other people who don't wear masks. How you can justify doing something is just a mark of submission. Like, oh, I am part of this club. This is why I wear this mask. That's how the mask becomes. It becomes a symbol of whose team you're on. You listen to this message, you're on team Democrats. You don't, team Republican or independent, or you just don't really care about the mask thing. But Democrats will take you as an other. Oh, you're in opposition. Dehumanize you. Dismiss you. Look at you subhuman. Justify anything. Oh, you get wrongfully arrested by the police. Oh, it's justified. You're a Republican. You probably were a Nazi anyway. But God forbid it happens to them. Then they're going to be like, oh my God, police brutality. I did nothing wrong. Just based on their positions, they expect you to put this air of morality on them. Oh, I'm a liberal. I'm not racist at all. Liberals can't be racist, but every racist vote Republican. Lie. You lied to my face just now. All I have to ask is, hey, do you believe in affirmative action? If you say yes, you're racist. Yes, you are. Yeah. I call it positive racism, right? You believe that just based on the color of someone's skin, that they can't reach a level of success without your help. Control and power. That's all they care about. And white liberals have this white savior complex that they need to get over themselves. That's my opinion.
Now you've got houses that are out of control, cars out of control, gas out of control, food out of control. This is an out of control world, man.
You said about the rising food prices. See, it's like this. You know, I'm a bigger dude, so like I be needing the food, and it's like with it rising up, it's kind of hard for me to do it. And then so it's kind of different. And then the rising gas prices, I ain't got a car, so my mama the one with the car. And she be saying the gas be too high.
I'm the one with the car.
She put down his mom, dog. Hey.
And there's no way gas should be this high. Like, okay, first of all, minimum wage, it's way back in like the 1960s. They honestly need to reevaluate that because there's no way you can get paid $10 and live even comfortably in this economy.
I disagree because if you artificially raise the value of a job, you're just going to cut more of the position, right? If I can pay 5 people $10 an hour and the value they bring me is $2 per hour that they're working, they're operating, they're serving the people in my restaurant, all this stuff. Okay, fine. When the government forced me to artificially raise the value of those positions, I'm like, yo, they're only bringing me $2 worth of profit per hour. Raising it to 15, I'm going to operate at a loss and my business will shut down. So what I have to do is I have to cut the jobs down and make less people do more of the work. So these people will be overworked, right? But they will get paid their $15 an hour, but they'll be overworked. Or I cut hours to, like, I balance the book so somehow it's still profitable for me to operate with the same level of staff. This is why the minimum wage don't really work. And it prices out less experienced people out of the job market too. So then people will need more qualifications to get their first job. This is why years ago, a job that didn't require a bachelor's degree, today it does. And this is why, because you companies, government are artificially raising the value of a position when the free market doesn't justify paying that person that much.
Like, it's bullcrap. I definitely would I am a female, so yes, I'm aware of what Trump has done in the past. But as far as running a country, he did better than Biden.
It don't make any sense that we have to pay that much for our food like that. And I mean, it's just crazy.
So technically we're in a recession, but Joe Biden and his administration say we're not. What do you think about that?
He crazy too.
When you see this, oh, it's a wrap. They're ready to go off when they do that little wink thing. Oh, it's a wrap. But my thing is, though, like in the comment section below, in a list of priorities, what do you think is top of mind for Americans? Inflation, the economy, or January 6th and Trump's temperament? To reward these people that put you in the same position. Democrats try their agenda. In reality, the agenda hurt people more than it helped people. And if you still vote Democrat, come on. There's no way none of this stuff is affecting you, unless in your mind it doesn't matter to you. Say, hey, I find this more valuable, and yeah, that's your prerogative. Fine. But for most people, most Americans live paycheck to paycheck. They can't afford this. Economics, in my mind, is top of mind for most Americans because most Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and they can't afford unexpected rising cost like inflation on gas, food prices. Let me guys know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video. I really would appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.